What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here. We just watched episode 9 and 10 of dandadan Season 2. We'll be talking full spoilers ahead, so hopefully you've watched these episodes, and we'll do a real quick recap. Basically, Akarun has helped Jiji in the sense that he went to battle with Evil Eye and then manipulated Evil Eye into basically making a deal that he'll agree to do this again with him as long as he decides not to kill everybody. And he agrees to that, being the child that he is. And yeah, Gigi's now free for the most part. And the house got destroyed, so they had to bring in the alien D's dude and Minecraft guy who just threw a fit and threw shit through windows and stuff. They rebuilt the house. Also, Gigi's family came back to rebuild the house as well, so it's nice that they have so many people who want to help with that kind of thing. Let's see, what else happened in that episode? Do you remember? Jiji went to school.
Yep.
He turned into Evil Eye while at school, and while they're trying to find hot liquid, right?
Of any sort.
They couldn't for some reason. Everybody was out, so Evil Eye just kind of hung out at school, going crazy, playing soccer very aggressively, very Shaolin soccer of him.
Learning how to use chopsticks.
Hitting the desk out of frustration, and just being ridiculous. So that's where we're at there. Next episode, we are introduced to a spicy perv. Just a complete dork who has some really good dance moves. Becomes jealous of Akarun because he is, for some reason, able to talk to all the baddies at school. Also being a dork, so he wants to know what his secret is. He tries out talking spicy, says some stuff that everyone instantly assumes he's a pervert, and backfires on him. He ends up getting entangled in finding the gold ball that Akarun is after, in which they have this crazy chase after it, where he actually becomes helpful in the sense that he identifies that it might be using like a holographic,
Like an active camo type of
thing, which actually is helpful. They end up hitting it through a wall, right?
Initially.
Yeah. And then it turns into a giant kaiju, and we're left there. There's a Godzilla-like kaiju now, and that's coming in the next episode. And yeah, what are our thoughts of these last two episodes?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I had a good time. I do actually have, for the first time this season, some minor complaints about episode 10. But before I get to that, episode 9 was a lot of fun. Getting to see, Akarun in his Turbo Granny form go against Evil Eye. Really kind of just, using his new found speed, but also just kind of seeing some of the creativity, of course, of like how the fights and stuff go like that. After getting hit by the million squats, punch or whatever, Evil Eye decides to just literally drop a house on him from the middle of the sky and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So pretty out there ideas when it comes to the way the show is portrayed, which I love. I love that the first reaction to seeing the, as I called him earlier, legally distinct Minecraft guy, was to kick him. And then from that point forward, he hated them.
Yeah. Yeah, he never let that down. He was just pissed the whole time.
He honestly should have just went home.
Yeah, I don't know why he was there.
Because every time they try to do something, he'd just be over there pissing and moaning and then break something that someone just built. So,
and then the guy would just walk over and fix it after he broke it.
Yeah, no one was paying him any mind. He'd break something and be like...
Just ignoring him, yeah. So stupid.
Yeah, that was petty, but hilarious.
Yeah.
With their nano machine Minecraft blocks that they rebuilt the house with. So, let's see. And then, you had brought up that Gigi's parents also decided to assist in that, but learned real quick that Jiji gets all his energy from his mom because she's a psychopath.
Yeah, the drive there was crazy.
Yeah, she's driving real fast, whipped the car around, drive in reverse,
While Gigi's chasing after them.
yelling at Gigi to be faster, whipped it back around, and then they parked and then pulled out all this lumber.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, well, Gigi's not crazy accidentally, apparently. So,
Just high energy.
yeah. And then the school part, which I didn't even think about the fact that I forgot that he like loved that juice, right? And then he had all those girls that come up to him and they like offered him that juice he likes. And I was like, not even thinking about the fact that it's just cold liquid. But then I saw, oh no, what's her name? Momo. Panicked for a second. I was like, oh crap, here we go. And then he turned in, but like he's just like still in his clothes. We're so used to him like basically being naked when he turns into that. So it was weird seeing him in a uniform. With his very long earrings, very prominent at this point.
True.
So, and then just literally,
I kind of nobody even cares.
well, they see him as Jiji, which I think is hilarious because, like, obviously he very much isn't for us.
Yeah.
But, you know, the rules of anime, I suppose. Yeah, just being a big old man baby the whole time, just throwing little fits, and it is fitting, obviously, because like. As we learned, this kid, you know, passed away at a very young age and became a yokai at that point. So that mentality has stayed and is now in a high schooler's body. So let's see. What else did I like about... I mean, that was pretty much that episode. When we moved on to the next episode, I think my only complaint was they spent a long time on the showing the... cool nerd kid was actually in that whole episode where
it took a while to do that,
and Momo were like just missing each other constantly, and I was like, okay, I get it, and then it just kept going. I was like, you guys are padding this out real bad.
It almost felt like a recap, except
almost.
for from the perspective that he was there,
except for it was literally like basically retconning him in, right? So I wasn't a big fan of that so much. It felt long.
I liked it for a millisecond just to kind of see that that he could have been there, like he was according to the story, but like that it's revealing that. But it did take a while to just like revisit that whole thing again. And I did feel like it was getting a little long too.
Yeah, well, once I got past that and it was just him, like current day, and he's sitting there trying to get Ocarina's attention by, you know, making weird like throat clearing noises, and when he gets ignored, whimpering like a puppy, and then like busting out his sweet Gundam and like flying through the classroom with it like he's a child. Like, dude's mega nerd for
just
sure.
Just to tell Ocarina he's his enemy. Yeah,
and then finally, like, you know, grows a pair and is like, hey, you, I'm talking to you. You're my enemy. And Ocarina's like, well, why are you talking to me? So, more so just a jealousy thing, though, as we learn, as he doesn't understand how someone like Ocarina, who he kind of throws in the same category as himself, though I would say Ocarina's a little bit better at functioning.
They're both dorks for sure. He's just like a weird spastic dork, and Ocarina's more of like a quiet, stick to yourself kind of dork.
Right. But he just wants to know why he's just all of a sudden surrounded by all these ladies, and, you know, in his mind. And as soon as Ocarina tries to deny it, here comes Momo just to, you know, make the situation worse. So, and then the whole time when it wasn't just like the flashback, I thought that nerdy kid was a lot of fun. Actually, he's like such a dork that is hilarious.
He had one of the best intros ever.
Oh yeah,
when he first showed up,
so much confidence for someone who just
in private
is so not confident.
Yeah, because he was singing loud, and then when people got nearby, he like quieted down.
He was dancing down the street, like guys in public being an entertainer, basically. So.
A nuisance.
I don't know if he was quite a nuisance yet. He was a nuisance when he got to school and decided to start speaking spicy because he thought that was the key to the ladies' hearts, and they all just think he's
misread
now.
That.
Yeah. And then the fun little kaiju bit at the end. Obviously, we got some cool moments with Momo and Ocarina's abilities and whatnot. They're always really good about just making that cool looking. And then the new nerdy kid's special tackle attack that he very pathetically missed and rolled. while then calling out the camo. So from embarrassment to useful, which was really nice to see. And then, yeah, we got Godzilla, apparently, with some mix of like the old school, like, Godzilla style music with some like modern electronica mixed in. So overall, it's a fun episode. I'm looking forward to see how they handle the big Godzilla. We have 2 episodes left, if I'm not mistaken, in the season. So
I'm curious where that's going.
well, obviously we're back on track to finding the missing Kentama or golden ball.
I feel like that's gonna be the resolution to this season.
Yeah, well, and then like, what's that mean for Turbo Granny, right? So, because that's kind of the big question after that, because she took those from him, so, and then he borrowed, I should say, took her power. So, but she seems real chummy with them all of a sudden in a very tsundere way. So we'll see where it goes, and obviously be left on a cliffhanger for whenever they decide to do season 3. So overall, I had fun, minus the drawn out beginning of episode 10.
Yeah. Episode 9 was good. I liked the battle between Okarun and Jiji. I thought it was kind of funny the way that was how we got resolution to that with Okarun basically just playing mind games with him and manipulating him.
The cursed underwear, I forgot about that.
The cursed underwear too. Forgot about that as well. With what's that guy's name?
I can't. It's man something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Manjico or Manigo, or I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, he took off with those to keep him safe, or whatever. Yeah, that was cool. I really liked the whole spa sequence with Granny Momo and Turbo Granny and that fucking mannequin guy in the background everywhere they were at, just standing there. Every shot he's just back there. The whole rebuilding the house was funny. We already went over, but the Minecraft guy is just fucking ridiculous and just like.
He's probably my favorite part of the
when they showed up with him, I'm like, okay, what's he gonna do? And then all he does is just break shit and just like.
In all fairness, Momo just kicked him instantly.
Sure, which was also weird since she saw him. Treat him like a fucking clanker. Yeah, and then Gigi's family, weird seeing them. Gives us a good idea of who he is, but for the longest time in the show, they've just been kind of part of the lore, so that they're actually like alive and well is interesting. Also, Jiji at school, absolutely ridiculous. Like I said earlier, when he's jumping in to play soccer, and the part where he kicks the ball so hard, everybody just kind of flies into the goal. That's straight out of Shaolin soccer. I kind of loved that. Also, just how like Mi'ug he is about it. As soon as he saw people playing soccer, he's like, oh.
He heard the soccer ball. And he's like, that's mine.
Yeah. And then he went in there. And then he's in the classroom just hitting the desk over and over again. And then people are just acting like that's fucking normal. I mean, not really, because some people were like looking at him, but like.
Something was wrong with Jiji, but they couldn't put their finger on it.
But that it's even like just, he's acting kind of weird. It's just ridiculous. Next episode, the nerdy guy, his intro sequence I thought was hilarious with the dance moves and the singing and like the constant combing of his hair and the shining of the glasses.
4 of them in his front pocket.
Yeah, he's ready for something. His rivalry with Okarun is so forced and funny to me because like Okarun's just not imposing in any way, or it hasn't said shit to him, and he's just a fellow nerd as well, but they're not friends, which is kind of funny. But he's jealous of him. I do agree 100%. I didn't think about it until you just mentioned it, but when we were watching it, I did feel like it was going on a while. So I'm glad you brought that up because that was one of the only times in this whole season that I was like, okay, like I get it. He was there. Like we can move on. But the rest of the episode was good. I really enjoyed the chase sequence of the gold ball. There's a lot of really cool scenes and choreography and a lot of whipping around the apartments that, like you said, nobody lives in apparently because they're just like breaking through doors and like breaking walls down and shit. No one's there apparently, and if they are, I guess they're just chilling. There's a lot of the part where they like fall off and like land, and she uses her hands to like catch them, and she's like swinging around on the outside of the stairwells and stuff. While Okarun's running around and fucking Spicy Nerd is just
screaming,
freaking out until he tries to get involved with the whole situation. Really curious to see where the whole kaiju thing goes. I mean, obviously we're going to see in the next episode, but I would say it's weird that we're going in this direction, but that is this whole show. Every like 2 episodes, you have to expect some new weird thing to get introduced. You just have to trust the process with, and that's what we're doing here. So
we just did 9 episodes of an Evil Eye arc, though. So
yeah. But like some of that was in the mountain town with the family. I forgot what they're called, the Kitas River. And then some of that is at Granny's house with them trying to exorcise Evil Eye. So he has been like the main arc, but there's been all these like mini things happening as well. And so now we're moving into like Gold Ball Kaiju story arc. And I don't know where that's going to go. But like I said, with this show, just got to trust the process, and it will... It'll make sense eventually, because they're really good about that somehow in this show. As crazy as it is. I remember season 1 just going like, I don't understand what the fuck's happening. And then eventually I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. Now everything retroactively makes sense.
Right.
So, yeah. Overall, fun episodes. I do agree with your one criticism, which is actually kind of refreshing to have one at all. And not that I'm looking for things to complain about, but it is fair to find something that, could have been better. But yeah, looking forward to seeing where this goes. I'm not looking forward to the season ending, and if it or when it does, hopefully we'll get a season 3 as soon as we got the season 2, because this season 2 got made pretty quick, or I guess was being made as the other one was already out.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely just a straight continuation.
Yeah, hopefully they're already working on season 3. Yeah, can't wait to see the next episode. You got anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, let us know in the comments what you guys think about these last 2 episodes, favorite things that happened, biggest highlights, where do you think things are going. Unless you know, please don't tell us. We don't want any spoilers moving forward. We'd like to finish the season without any. Surprisingly, we've made it through most things we've watched without any spoilers, so that's been nice. Let's maintain that.
January stays the same. But
What's in January?
JJK.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one, because people... I remember when we were watching prior seasons, there's fucking... I had to like dodge...
show, man.
X back then Twitter, because people were like, oh, this is happening. I'm like, stop, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
And then we are currently caught up to Sakamoto Days. We will be doing a season review of that, but we have watched every episode up until where we should be right now. That's going to end soon as well, and we'll do a season review for that. And we are catching up on Kaiju number 8. That one's been a little tough just because we have so many things on our plate, but we will catch up on that one right now and put out a review or 2 for that. If you have any recommendations, please don't expect us to watch them right now because we're booked, but we will consider your recommendations and see if we can fit them in. So I've been Seth, this is Chevy. Until next episode, next review, have a good one, guys, and take it easy.